Okay, so today I'm going to give you guys my review of the Minnesota Lynx and the Indiana Fever game. Minnesota Lynx family, it's not good for us. I got my hair done, so, you know, that's good, but let's get started. So I have to talk about Nfisa Collier. To those who don't know, Nfisa Collier is one of my clients. This was not a good day for Nfisa Collier. You know, you just have to keep it a buck. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, okay? 3 steals, 1 block, okay? So if you just saw this blindly and didn't see the statistics, you would think it's fine. 33% from the field. 6 of 18. And then no threes. She didn't get any free throws, which she got clobbered this game. And they were not giving her calls. There was this one call where she was clearly fouled on. They didn't give her the call. And other stuff. Like Aaliyah Boston, she was talking shit to Aaliyah Boston. I said, talk your shit. Because Aaliyah Boston always be doing just the way that she plays, the physical way that she plays, like the dirty shit that she be doing. And she was getting at her. She was saying shit. I'm like, yes, talk your shit. Because Aaliyah Boston be doing that. That's why all the bigs don't like her. That's why every time Brittany Griner plays her, she gets pissed. Because that's what Aaliyah Boston fucking does. I'm like, talk your shit, bro. And she did not get any calls. One thing, if you watch Nfisa Collier enough, she gets to the free throw line because they foul her a lot, okay? 80% of the time, it's just the other 20% of the time, they'd be making up shit, but she didn't get to the line at all, and she got clobbered all game. They were playing very physical with her and doing some dirty shit, and they were not calling that, and that is shameful by the refs. 5 turnovers. Oh my. 33% true shooting. Yeah, like I said, it's not a good game for Nfisa Collier. Nfisa Collier is one of my clients and will remain that. I will still be pushing the MVP agenda. One of my GOATs will bounce back, but this was not good for her. She couldn't really buy a bucket. You know, the fadeaway, that's her shot, and they just were not falling. It was just a day late and $1 short, missing some easy shots. This is not the typical Nfisa Collier experience. She will bounce back, but it wasn't good today. You know, that's what I can say, and the refs certainly didn't do her any favors the way that they were playing so physical with her. So I will say that. Continuing on, Courtney Williams, not good again. 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 28.6% from the field, 4-14, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 free throws, 6 turnovers. I don't like it. I'm not hungry. The Lynx need to get a real point guard. Please. I can't keep watching this shit. No, when she's good, she's good. When she's bad, she's bad. I literally was telling my friends this. I'll never forget the game this season when she went 0 of 11 from the field. 0 points. And Fee had to put the team on her fucking back and carry them to a win. I will never forget that shit. I'm sorry, bro. They need a real point guard. She has some of the worst turnovers I've seen. How many times are you going to keep passing it into traffic so they can jump through the passing lane? Like, why? Why? And the mid-range was not falling this game, and she kept fucking taking a shot. Drive to the fucking basket. Fuck. Oh my God. And multiple times when Nfisa was wide fucking open, and you go and you try to take the mid-range, it's not fucking falling. You keep turning over the fucking bat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Give Nfisa the fucking ball. Give somebody else the No. Lynx need a real point guard. Stop fucking, like, bro, seriously. Oh my God, she pissed me off so bad. 6 fucking turnovers. Kayla McBride, it wasn't good. 7 points, 3 rebounds, and she had 3 steals, which is good. 14.3% from the fucking field. 1 of 7. 0 of 3 from 3. 2 turnover. 38% true shooting. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. God damn. Before I continue on, you guys know I never get this mad watching Lynx games because they play beautiful basketball. They didn't do that today, and I'll talk later, but I am so mad today. You don't even understand. Elena Smith, this was actually her best game this season. 31 minutes, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. So not efficient from the field, but it's one of her better games. She has to stop blowing easy layups. She made a layup early in this game. I was like, great. What did she do? One of the next plays, blow the easy layup. Every game for the last 5 games, she keeps blowing easy layups. It has to stop. 90% of the time, it's uncontested layups. If you have 2-3 people, you know, clogging you in the paint, I get it. But you're missing uncontested layups, and that is unacceptable. I already talked about Nfisa Collier. Jessica Shepard, 14 minutes, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 100% from the field. I mean, I guess it's fine. Talked about McBride, talked about Courtney Williams, Bridget Carlton going scoreless, 27 minutes and no points. Continuing on, Diamond Miller. I mean, you see everyone else. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Before I go on to the advanced metrics, I just want to share some tweets from the game. This one sent me earlier. It says announcer saying the Fever needs CC back to handle the ball and reduce turnovers as she doesn't average the most turnovers. Okay, turnover the machine. Like in the beginning, they were turning over the basketball like there was no tomorrow. I said they're making her proud. They're making her proud, child. But exactly. This one, Lynx can't rebound. I'm so sure. The rebounding this game, I think the back half it got better, but they were getting killed on the glass. It's so true. Imagine if they would have drafted Angel Reese with their pick. They could be in a way better position with rebounding. Angel Reese is someone who could have helped them win that championship. Fully believe that. The effort that she puts on the glass, heart of a champion, the Lynx would have been a great place for her to shine. I really believe that. The way this woman crashes the boards, yeah, it would have been great. But, you know, it is what it is. This one, Fee getting hold by the rest, exactly. She was getting clobbered, man, and it's unfortunate. This one, Minnesota doing their best Dallas basketball impression, and I don't like it. Yeah, they played sloppy today. This one, you know what this Lynx team needs? Paige Beckers. You know how good Paige Beckers would be on this Lynx team? Like I said, if you've seen my Dallas reviews, you know I love Paige Beckers, one of my favorite players. She has it all. She has the mid-range. And speaking of that, they were talking about Courtney has like the best mid-range or she has the most. You forget about Paige Beckers. Paige Beckers is literally the mid-range queen. That is what she does. That is her shot. So you have that. She can hit the three. She can hit the layup. Her assist game goes crazy. She's a great defender. Paige Beckers on the Lynx would feed families. Maybe one day she'll go. If she does, you know, I definitely support. But Paige Beckers tonight, like, she would have ate. She would have ate. You know, the Lynx didn't play good, but Paige Beckers is Paige Beckers. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, she would have been great. This one, refs letting Boston do anything and everything all game. The story, every single time. She gets away with so much physicality, hooking the arms and all that shit, and she don't get called for it. How do you do that to Fee? And I think Fee got called for the foul, or she got to go through free throws. How does that work? That makes no sense. Now we go into the advanced metrics for today's game. So first quarter, 20-12 run. In the beginning of this game, the Lynx were very good. That is the Minnesota Lynx that I know. The stifling defense, they forced them into a bunch of shot clock violations, turning over the basketball, making them have to make uncomfortable passes. Like, that was a Lynx defense that I know, that I love, okay? They were able to score just some beautiful buckets in transition and all those other things. Like, that was a Lynx that I know. After the first quarter, I think it's like maybe toward the end of the first quarter, it went to fucking shit. Because we were playing great defense on them. They were playing really, really slow, and they were just playing bad, out of rhythm, and it was great. But then what happened was, you know, they just started making the shots. You know, the defense from us wasn't as good. Then we just really went cold for the scoring. A lot of bad shots, turning over the basketball, and it's just not the Lynx I know. It was very, very sloppy this game, and it's unacceptable. I know that Cheryl Reeve is going to have a generational crash out on them. I'm sure she did not have time. I'm sure she's going to do it again, and she should, because it's fucking shameful. This is not what the Minnesota Lynx should do ever to the Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark. That's fucking shameful. I hope she gets on their ass hard after this game and they bounce back and do what they're supposed to do for the rest of the season. Because you're telling me you lost to the Indiana Fever without Caitlin Clark and you're supposed to be the best offensive and defensive team in the league. That's fucking shameful. What the fuck? Oh my god. Second quarter, 20-7. 7 points in a whole quarter. What the fuck is that? Third quarter, 20-15. Not good enough. Fourth quarter, again, 22-17. So you have those things. Like I said, the officiating really pissed me off and everything like that. And they were, you know, the shot selection wasn't great. Missing some easy shots, some layups. Courtney get rid of that fucking mid-range for the rest of the game because it wasn't working. Fee, unfortunately, could not buy a bucket this game. It was bad. And defensively, it just wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. And falling asleep on some defensive assignments. And for the Lynx, for the caliber of team, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Biggest leads, Fever had a 15 lead in the fourth quarter and we had a 13 lead in the second quarter, bro. The way we pissed that lead away, it has to be studied. It really does. Continuing on the runs, we had a 23-7 run in the first quarter, and then the second quarter they had a 32-7 run, and best player streaks. You see those things. And then we look at more advanced metrics. So head-to-head, the Fever made 27-63, 42.9%, and we were way worse, 22-63. Shameful. From the three, 8 of 19, 42%, and then we had 4 of 16 from three. So from three, it wasn't great. Normally a way better shooting team, and you're letting Sophie Cunningham hit threes on you. That's very, very shameful. You have to be better defensively. Free throws, they made all theirs 12 out of 12, and we were worse 11 of 14. Turnovers, we had less 16 and 18, but this is not the Lynx experience. So many times you're passing the ball into traffic, and these turnovers made me want to pull my hair out. So many ill-advised passes. Like, why would you do it in that moment? You have to take care of the fucking basketball, bro. Rebounds 34-46, not great. Have to do a better job crashing the boards. Assists 20-13. Blocks, they had more. Defensive rebounds, they had more. Offensive rebounds, they had more. Points off turnovers, we had more, so that's good news. Continuing on, points in the paint 32-30. Fast break points, not great in transition. Not great in transition. Second chance points 12-8, steals evened out, and personal fouls 17-14. So why do I think that the Lynx lost this game overall? Because they did not show up and do what they needed to do for the full game. After that first quarter and everything like that, the Fever started playing better defense, and offensively they were able to get a lot more shots to go, and they just played way smarter. The Lynx, it was just kind of like reacting the rest of the game, having really bad turnovers defensively the rest of the game. It just was not good enough for what we needed. Just not being able to make shots as well. It just wasn't great. It just wasn't great. Like I said, it's very shameful. That's why I'm so mad, bro. From Dallas Wings or from my Chicago Sky, I would expect that shit. I really would. But from the Lynx, this was a terrible game. This was a terrible game for the caliber of team that they are, and it's very unacceptable. That's why I'm so mad, because I would never expect them to do something like this, okay? It was bad. It was bad, okay? So you have those things. Nfisa getting clobbered, not getting any calls from the refs. So you have that as well. Courtney Williams, it wasn't great. And like I said, they need to get a real point guard. And they just need to get Nfisa Collier some more help. They need to get, like, Courtney Williams has to go from this team. Like, I've seen enough. She has to go. They have to get her a real point guard. And they have to get Nfisa some more fucking help. Because she's getting clobbered and everybody else couldn't step up. And these are the things that happen. These are the things that happen and everything like that. Everybody has to be held accountable for the loss, because everybody did not show up and do what they needed to do. And it's shameful. It's shameful. On the fundamental levels of basketball, the Lynx just did not perform the way that I know that they can perform against the Indiana team with no Caitlin Clark. And so this game just pissed me off and all those things. So those are the things and the reasons why. But no, 16 turnovers or 13 assists. I would think this was a Dallas stat line. I didn't like it. I'm just mad. I don't know what else to say. I really don't. Now onto the Indiana Fever side. Like I said, no Caitlin Clark still with the injury. Aaliyah Boston had 12 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 33% from the field, 5 of 15, 2 free throws, only 1 turnover, and 37.8% true shooting. In the beginning of this game, Aaliyah Boston was really, really bad. I cannot stress it enough. Down the stretch, she started to figure out, get more shots to go. Like I said, it pisses me off. Just the way that she plays, how physical she plays, the hooking and everything like that. She does not get called enough for that. She be getting away with a lot of shit and everything like that for personal fouls. She should have fouled out of this game, just the shit that she was doing, especially to Nfisa Collier. And of course, they never want to call a shit, and that's why she pisses me off, because like I said before, she's a great player, she has great production, but that physical shit, it really, really pisses me off, and they never call that shit, and she gets away with a lot of shit, okay? So in the end, she finished with a double-double. Not the best, I will say that. Continuing on with everybody else, Natasha Howard, 35 minutes, 16 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 40% from the field. Just able to get some shots to go. So, you know, she did her part tonight. Sophie Cunningham, 26 minutes, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 66% from the field. Like I said, what was it? In the Dallas game, I will never give Sophie Cunningham a 10. I don't like her. She MAGA and she ass at basketball. I will never give that woman a 10. I'm not giving her shit today. I do not like that woman. And that shit she said about the Cleveland and the expansion franchise and all that other shit, she is racist. And people like her because they are racist as well, because she's fucking ass at basketball. I will never give that woman a 10. I don't give a fuck. Ari McDonald, 25 minutes, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 block. Not bad from the field. I think she had a fair amount of turnovers this game, so there are those things. Got to be better in that regard. Kelsey Mitchell, 33 minutes, 12 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 37.5% from the field. Not a great game for Kelsey Mitchell. She was missing a lot of shots, especially early on. Not a great game. I'm sure she'll bounce back. I like Kelsey Mitchell as a player for what it's worth. I watched a lot of Fever games last year. Like I said, this year, I'm only talking about them when they play my team, but I'm sure she'll bounce back. Wasn't great. Lexi Hull, 15 minutes, 6 points, 2 rebounds, I think 1 assist, 66.7% from the field. I guess it's fine for 15 minutes. Sid Colson, 21 minutes, 3 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 steal, 16% from the field. You know, that's not great. And then you see everybody else. So why did the Fever win this game? Because they responded. They saw how the refs were going to call the game. They saw they were going to get away with a lot of physical shit. So, you know, after they got their ass beat in the beginning, they locked in. They played better defense. They were able to get more of their shots to go. You know, the officiating certainly helped them and everything like that. And yeah, like the officiating pissed me off, but it's only one piece of the puzzle. At the end of the day, you have to play through that. You have to get shots to go. And they were just able to do that. So you have those things. Better assist to turnover ratio, able to capitalize on Lynx turnovers and mistakes. And, you know, that's why they won this game. That's it. You know, Lynx fans, you can let me know what you think below, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are mad like I am, because that was unacceptable from the Minnesota Lynx. I'm sorry.